Mr. Yechuri was responsible, of course, for the troubles that both the governments had, and I used to often refer to him not as Sitaram Yechuri, but as Sitaram Obituary, because he is the one who wrote the obituary for both the governments. He reeled off a large number of distinguished names from history who have been members of this house. It's natural for politicians to recall political leaders, film artists, and musicians. But I want to recall just one name, sir. One name of one of the greatest scientists India has produced, a man who is immortalized in science as Bose-Einstein statistics, and who merits a separate chapter in a new biography of Albert Einstein. His name was Satyendranath Bose, and he was a member of this house for 6 years. We often tend to forget that this house also has had scientists.
Good that you said it.
Sir, Mr. Debu Bandyopadhyay, I have known for over 30 years. I have worked with him in different capacities. He has been not only a professional guide, but also a personal friend. I know it's natural for Derek. Life for Derek begins only after Shingur, like life for the treasury benches begins only after 2014. But Mr. Bandyopadhyay is one of the great figures of Operation Barga. Along with Hare Krishna Konar and Binoy Goswami, the real administrative force was Debu Bandyopadhyay. He also played a very important role in the drafting of the Forest Rights Act, and also played a very crucial role in the drafting of the Land Acquisition Act of 2013. So he's had a very distinguished career long before he came into the Trinamool Congress, and I just want to acknowledge that he also played a stellar role in a report that the Planning Commission produced in 2008 on how to deal with the problem of left-wing extremism, and that policy has been adopted by 2 successive governments. Finally, sir, my old friend, sparring partner, comrade Sitaram. So the late 90s and the early part of this century, the leader of the house, Comrade Yechuri, and I would spend our evenings migrating from TV channel to TV channel, arguing on behalf of our respective parties. Subsequently, our paths diverged. But in 1996, Comrade Yechuri and I were thrown together by forces of history to draft the Common Minimum Program 1. We were thrown together in 2004 to draft Common Minimum Program 2. Mr. Yechuri was responsible, of course, for the troubles that both the governments had, and I used to often refer to him not as Sitaram Yechuri, but as Sitaram Obituary, because he is the one who wrote the obituary for both the governments, for both the UF government in a way, and certainly for UPA 1 when the left front withdrew support on the 1-3 agreement. But in spite of all the differences and in spite of all the sparring that we have had, it's been a great delight, it's been a privilege, and sir, it's been a learning experience. And I think his speech yesterday, he excelled himself in the last 12 years, something that moved me, as I'm sure it has moved all of us. And I'm sure, sir, that the memoirs that he writes, the left may not always be right, but the left is absolutely essential for the survival of secular values in this country.
Okay.